So get this, all right? So this girl complains to Katina, whatever. But Katina, she had me pegged. She thought she knows, because like she knew some information about me. She must have got scared, or she looked me up and she seen some gangster charges or something from before, something which like made her feel intimidated or something. I don't know, but she changed. She was cool with me, and then she wasn't. So Katina went 007, and she was like working undercover. She must have contacted my bail supervisor because the administration from DELMAR, Allison, she knew my circumstance, because in the beginning when I came for my interview at DELMAR, I got the acceptance. I told my bail supervisor, and she called the administration, Allison Comfrey, and told her my business without me signing a information tag, without me even giving her permission to share my information, which I was trying to keep anonymous for these reasons. Anyways, so right from the get-go, there was malpractice and like unprofessionalism from my PO. Then Katina must have reached out to my PO, my bail supervisor, and started saying, oh no, and she sent her this message, which they're trying to like twist around and make it seem like it was. And I'll post this message right on Instagram. I got nothing to hide. I was not aggressive. There was nothing wrong with it. It was a straight out question. It was a straight out facts to integrity, and like a statement of like, hey, you guys need to snap out of it, because that ain't cool, you know? Anyways, and so Katina got a hold of my bail supervisor. Not only did she tell her that, but she was like reporting little things to her from that last day I was at school, like that I had to like do this, or I had to go to the washroom. She's like telling the PO certain things. It's like strange. Like now all of a sudden she's like giving like the 411 information on me, like I'm some sort of like suspect in a crime or something. Like she's an undercover police officer or something. Like honestly, it's messed up. Okay, so my bail supervisor stopped me from going for school, makes me come in. So she comes in the morning, and then she says, so I brought you here to tell you that DELMAR terminated your contract. And I'm like, no way, for what? She's like, aggressive behavior. I'm like, aggressive behavior? How's it aggressive? She's like, oh, she's like sending a message to an 18-year-old girl at 12 at night. In the morning, 12 a.m. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? We're classmates for one. Two, we messaged before. And three, I don't get over to the salon till like 11:30 at night anyways. I mean, that's the first time I had a minute to make a call or make a text. And I wanted to address this shit because it was bugging me. And then, so that's what she said to me. And then she's like, so DELMAR's terminated your contract. I'm like, what? And then she's like, yeah, they terminated your contract, and you're not to call anyone from there, you're not to befriend anyone from there, you're not to talk to the administrators, you're not to talk to the instructors, you're not to talk to anyone from DELMAR, you're not to make any contact, you're not allowed to go to the property, nothing. And I'm thinking, well, that's not part of my conditions. My conditions have nothing to do with this, and technically I can go to school too, but what she's doing was illegal, but she made it seem like it was DELMAR terminating me. So I just waited, was waiting for some sort of confirmation and stuff. I'm just trying to figure everything out. My PO took all my bail supervisor took all my privileges too. She punished me for whatever reason is going on with her. I have no clue what her issue is, but it's her issue. You know what I mean? And she won't break me no matter what she does. She won't break me. She can't break me no matter what she does. You only make me. Just know that. Katina, you make me. DELMAR, you make me. It's people and situations like this that made me. Yo, the haters made me. Huh? I've been a success all my life, even when I wasn't succeeding. I succeeded in the game. Yeah? Believe that. I succeeded in boxing. I succeeded in life. I've succeeded in music. I've succeeded in movies. Yeah, I've done it. I've done more than most people do in their entire life already. Yeah, I made some foul choices and shit. I was in a lifestyle that like consumed me. Yeah, I was a G, but I'm not that person anymore. I'm not that person anymore. Anyways, a few days later from DELMAR. And it must have slipped through the cracks because I found out that DELMAR and my bail supervisor are messaging back and forth, but they're messaging over my head. So I'm not getting any of the messages. I don't know what's going on. Well, apparently DELMAR, so Allison Coffrey, she sends me a message. I think she messed up. She sent me a message saying, so I'm sorry to hear about your withdrawal from our program, but I'm having to let student aid know that you withdrew from our program. Nothing said about terminations, nothing said about aggressive behavior, nothing. Only thing that's said in there is yada. You withdrew, and I'm letting student aid notice, and you still owe us $4,000 or whatever before January 30th. Like, that's gonna happen. Like, you're gonna get any more money. Like, you gotta be kidding me to even send me, to have the nerve to send me that letter when you frauded me. You spoke on my behest. You told student aid that I withdrew from the course. You never even talked to me. That was the first time you messaged me, Allison, or anybody from DELMAR, was that letter saying that I withdrew. And you had already called the student aid the day before and said that I withdrew. That's fraud. That's wrong. That's not okay. And then my PO, now I know, I put it all together. The bail supervisor lied to me. The bail supervisor lied to me, said that they terminated me so that she didn't have to say, I'm withdrawing you from your course, because she didn't really have the grounds to withdraw me from my course. Because if it had been aggressive behavior, I did anything wrong, I would be in prison. And for even making this video, I still might, because my POs are vindictive. She's not a human being, man. I'm telling you. She plays nice on the cover, but man, as soon as she had a minute to roast me, boom. And I don't know if it was because of the girl, but the way she insinuated 18 and midnight, like, I sent a picture of my ex for you guys to see, okay? Yo, I got 99 problems, and woman ain't one, all right? Women ain't one. Believe me, I ain't trying to like link up with no 18-year-old biddy at some immature little ringleader who's got no experience in life and really a shitty attitude. Just a terrible attitude, and honestly, like, she's got zero confidence. She's like needing attention all the time. I'm not gonna say her name. She knows who she is. I mean, she's got a long way to go, and she'll never be on the level of what I pursue. So, like, you could like stroke your ego a little bit there, you know who, but it would never happen. It would never happen. You and me, it wouldn't happen, yo. You're not even on my level. Okay? You're not on my level in so many ways. Anyways, so my PO, she made a specification to that, and she was really specific, and I mean, that was troubling to me. And then also, so she lied to me and said that I was terminated, but I wasn't. What I know now is that she withdrew me from the course, and DELMAR complied without my involvement. Like, how does that happen? I'm the student loan holder. I applied for school. I went to the meetings. I went to school. I. My people didn't do nothing. Nada. DELMAR didn't do nothing except for sign me in, and that's it. And these two factions, community probation and DELMAR College, have made the decision to withdraw me from my college career. That is messed right up. And I don't care what anyone thinks. If you don't see the irony in that, how messed up, how wrong that is, I don't care if who you are, Hannibal Lecter. If you're trying to change your life and you make as much steps and sacrifice as I have, and have as much support as I have from the CDC and all these other factions that I work with, and the outreach that I do, and the donation of time and stuff that I do, the amount of people's hair cut for free, I've busted my ass to get here. I've grinded, I've shed blood. I got stabbed in pre-trial in Calgary, man. I fought to get out. Nobody did nothing for me. Nobody thought I was getting out. I fought to get out. I put everything together to get through a treatment program and to get the help that I needed, so I could start changing my thinking and pull myself away from that shit. You know what I mean? I fought, I shed blood in there. Blood in there, look. You see that? Yeah, see that? Right there. No, not the abs. This. Feel right there. That's the last time I got stabbed. And that's the last time I want to get stabbed. I'm not gonna say how many times I've been stabbed, because that's my old life. But that's part of me. That's part of my life. That's my past. You know what I mean? Right? But I know where I'm headed. You know? Like I'm not where I want to be. I'm on my way, but I'm not where I was, and I'm so grateful for that. You know? Because I'm in a better place, and even though DELMAR screwed me over, my PO is trying to sabotage me. You know what I mean? That girl in class, she's trying to be a vindictive little whatever. You know what? I hope y'all feel good about it, because at the end of the day, you can't take my spirit. You can't take me. I'm always gonna shine. I don't need DELMAR. I don't need school. I don't need that. I have the basics. I learned the rest on YouTube. That's how I learned how to barber. That's how I've learned a lot of things. Listen, you will see me rise. And without fall, you can't rise. So anyone that thinks that you can't rise without a fall, you're mistaken. You have to fail in order to succeed. But there's always going to be haters. There's always going to be people that are trying to bring you down. And listen, it's going to come to light. It's going to come to light. It's going to come to light. And I'm going to fight every way I can. Not with my fists, not with guns, not with how I used to. None of that. I'm going through the pen process. I'm going through the system. I'm going through the complaints and the rebuttals and human rights and whatever I have to do. I'm gonna sue if I can, whatever it takes. I'm not letting this one lie. No way. DELMAR, administration, you will not walk over me, because I'm not your doormat. I am not your doormat, and I'm not the dude that y'all wanted to step to on this. Because I will obsess about this until something gets done. And probation, not saying anything mean or anything rude or whatever, but I'm gonna pursue that process too, because what you did is so wrong. So wrong. And you know what? That's why you lied about it. And you know what? Send me to jail, whatever. I'm putting in that complaint before. You send me for jail. I haven't done anything. It's all good. You know what I mean? I've complied with all my orders. I've been a star until this little thing. And that wasn't even a thing, but you made it a thing. And you know what? I don't know who you pray to or what, but you're gonna have to deal with that on your reaping soul. And that's on you. But I am going to get justice, and I am going to come through this on top. I'm not your doormat. I'm a king. See this? You see that? I'm a king. So know that. So DELMAR, know that. And all my fellow students and people on Instagram, if you took the time to listen to this, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate you taking your time to understand what's going on, but to understand me, so I could explain it to you in straight terms, so everyone can be like, oh, well, how did that happen? And that's how it happened. And it's a form of discrimination, and it's a form of this straight subjective, just silent, man, it's not cool. I used to think about all these newspapers and stuff and news channels that were playing about bullying and stuff in high schools and junior highs and stuff. And I was just thinking it can't be that bad, you know what I mean? Wow. What I saw in the classroom, just the mobbish mentality, and this if you're not in that little clique, you can't even get a hello, and it was pretty pathetic. Coming from a group of girls that didn't know each other at the beginning of the year, and all of a sudden they're like big besties. Well, it's very clear they're outcasts in their high schools. They weren't popular. They had, you know what I mean? They were just, and then they came there and they're like, you know what I mean? They're all feeling connected and feeling they're in and part of. But listen, aside from being part of, that ain't life. If you don't accept yourself, if you don't love yourself, if you don't respect yourself, it doesn't matter how many friends you have around you co-signing your shit. At the end of the day, you're still not gonna feel adequate. You're still not gonna feel worthy. You're still not gonna feel okay. And you're gonna have to continue to pull greasy, grindy moves, taking the time to listen to this because it's very important. I know it's a long clip to be posted on there. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, maybe in sections, but thank you. I'm gonna try to get the news, everybody, I'm trying to get everybody involved because this needs to be heard. It's not okay. Anyways, I'm out. Stylesp3000.